My name is Nadia and you are watching A Cozy Knitting Corner, my YouTube channel where I share my love for yarn and knitting. This is my episode number 7. Welcome, or welcome back if you're a returning viewer. Today I am wearing a sweater I bought in a thrift store. I spent 200 Danish kroners on it. It's approximately, I think, 30 US dollars. It's a colorwork wool sweater. Wool because I can feel it's itching and I can feel it's warming, and I also took some of the peeling stuff here and collected them and burnt them in the sink. And yeah, it was wool from Scheepjes. So I'm very happy, really. 200 Danish kroners is very cheap for a complete colorwork wool sweater. So I don't even know who I'm gonna say thank you to, because it was just a lot of small booth, you can say, with what people find in their house and maybe other places and sell for not that many money. So yeah, this is my PODDERWEAR. It's a knitted sweater. I don't know the pattern name. I don't know the yarn. I just know that I'm very happy about it. Yeah. Today I'm gonna share some finished projects with you, and I have none of them here to show you, but I have pictures. I was working on the rainbow socks last time, 2 pairs. I completed both pairs, one in European size 36 and one in European size 35. Both of the boys' names are Laurits, and yeah, they're very happy. Actually, I can't remember if I told you I might run out of this rainbow colored yarn for the second pair. I did. So I put in a red. It's a little hard to see on the picture, but yeah, the toe on the last sock is not the same yarn. It's another red yarn. It's for my own boy. He doesn't mind, and he haven't even noticed. I did because it's very red compared to the other red, but who cares? I don't. They are happy. That's the point. Then I also finished the classic ribbed hat by PurlSoho that I worked on last time. Last time I think I showed you that I was just this far along and I was knitting it in Opal yarn, 1 thread. I ripped that back because someone kindly asked me if I was knitting it in 1 thread of yarn, and I answered yes I am. And then I checked the pattern and I realized that I was supposed to knit it in 2 strands of sock yarn, so I did. And actually I can show you the yarn here. It's an Opal sock yarn in this brown color, and it's attached to another project. Here's the tag. It's color 5192. Let's put it there, then I know where it is. But yeah, the first hat is finished. It was knitted for my husband. I knitted it on my Chaogu bamboo 3.25 millimeter needles in the round. I think it's a 40 centimeter wire. Yeah, and when I was about to make all the decreases, I switched to magic loop. I did not completely follow the pattern because I was playing a game of yarn chicken, and actually I lost that game. The Opal sock yarn I have been using for cuff and heel in a pair of socks for my husband. You also have seen. No, I don't have them here, but not the toes, because when I got to the point of the toe, I remembered I was about to knit this hat with this yarn, so yeah. But I ran out. So that's why I can show you an almost complete ball of yarn, because I had to purchase a new one. Otherwise I would have to rip back all the decreases. And a little bit of the hat and then start decreasing again. So I decided not to do that. I decided to buy a new ball of yarn. It's sock yarn. I can always use it for socks. So the hat, the finished one, is weighing 85 grams. And you have 100 grams in a Opal sock yarn. So 85 grams, and that is when I shortened the decreases on every other row. I think I may only have done that 2 times, maybe 3, I don't know, and I can't remember what the pattern says. But and then I switched directly to the increases every round until it was finished. And I used 10 grams of the new skein of yarn, a new ball of yarn. So that left me with 90 grams for a new hat or a lot of socks or cuffs or toes and heels. But it's not a secret. I cast on a new hat, and I will tell you, I'll show you later. But what I discovered was that on PurlSoho's webpage, you can read the pattern. You don't have to download it. It's there on the webpage. And I knitted the adult medium for my husband. I think it's 120 stitches you cast on, and then you just go rip all the way up. And you go rip all the way up to 9 inches if you follow the pattern on the homepage. But for the second hat, I followed the pattern I downloaded, because I did that too. And I saved it in my Knit Companion app. And I opened it and I read the pattern. And it says for the adult medium, 120 stitches, you knit ripping until 8¼ inch. That's not the same numbers. So maybe that is why I ran out of yarn, because I knitted too far. So this new one, I will follow the pattern from the download, and maybe I will not run out of yarn. Maybe I will not have to shorten the decreases on every other row, and maybe I will, and then I will have to take back, because I'm not buying a new ball of yarn, not this time. Yeah, and the reason why I'm knitting exactly the same hat is that my husband's friend came over and saw the hat and said, I would like that too. And I thought to myself, well, why not? I have a almost complete 100 grams ball of yarn here. If I would like a brown hat, I can borrow my husband's hat. We are about the same head size. So yeah, I decided that he deserved a classic ribbed hat also. Yes. So 2 pairs of socks and 1 classic ribbed hat finished. You have seen the pictures because I can't show you. Yeah. That was it for finished objects, but I'm also working on something, and I just told you I am working on another classic ribbed hat. I showed you the yarn, so let me show you my progress. I haven't actually measured in inches, but I think I might have an inch, a little more here. Yeah. It's just in the round, 2 strands of the Opal sock yarn, and yeah, my Chowgo bamboo needles. Nothing much to say about that project. Maybe it's finished next time, or maybe it's not. And I can show you a little bit about the decreases. It's really an easy pattern. It's easy to follow. It's not hard to when you get to the decreases, you divide it in, I think it's 6 different. Yeah, you use 6 stitch markers, and then you just decrease as the pattern tells you. It's a free pattern, by the way. So feel free to download it if you need a classic ribbed hat. It's having a nice fit. My husband wears it folded up and with the snug fit. You can also wear it with the slouchy fit. But this Opal sock yarn makes the hat stand up in a funny way. It's not drapey. So yeah, if you need to knit a slouchier version, use some yarn that's draping the right way. Sock yarn isn't. It's a little maybe after washing, I don't know, but yeah, it's not been washed and blocked yet. He's just using it as it is, and that's fine. Yeah. Then I also told you last time that I would cast on a cardigan for myself. And you have also seen what cardigan it is that I was going to cast on. I have not made a lot of progress, but a little is also something to show. It is the first cardigan by a designer called Lizzie Hester. She is on Instagram as well. In there she's called hive_knits. But here is my cardigan. Yeah, it's the neckline. It's like this. Whoops. So not much to see here. I'm making the decreases, increases. It's confusing me, decreases and increases. I'm making the increases for the sleeves, and this cardigan has sleeves. Oh, it's hard to show. I don't know if you can see it, but the sleeves, this is the beginning of the pattern, half fisherman's rib. It's going, yeah, between this stitch marker and this stitch marker. Yeah, this is half fisherman's rib. The rest of the cardigan is just stockinette stitch. So the sleeves are knit in half fisherman's rib, and the rest of the cardigan is knit in stockinette stitch. I have also shown you the yarn, but here I go again. It's knitted in a Veta Classic from Filcolana or a Veta Tilia also from Filcolana. The color is, I'm certain that the color is, almost certain that the color name is Light Truffle. Yeah, it's making this, yeah, nice fabric. It's not the most soft silk mohair in the world, but I'm not, yeah, I can wear even prickly things, so I don't mind that you can feel the mohair is, yeah, prickling a little bit, but I like the colors. I like the project, but it's a project because of the half fisherman's rib. I think I haven't done that before. I need to keep my eyes in the pattern. I need to do exactly as they tell me in the pattern. You knit back and forth because it's a cardigan until you get, until you put the sleeves on hold, and then you knit the rest of the cardigan also back and forth, just stockinette. But the sleeves, from the hold, you pick them up and then you knit it in the round. And there's a different way of knitting half fisherman's rib back and forth and then in the round. So I have only read the instructions for how to do it back and forth right now, not to confuse myself. So yeah, I have a thing or two to learn with this pattern, but yeah, this is my cardigan. Not much to show, but now I'm getting started on it. And I think I promised you that I would do that for the next time. So yeah, I made it. So this is my ego project. This is my selfish knitting until it's done, and then I'll have to knit a new one. Now I'm not in a rush to knit a sweater because I have one. And I did not knit it myself, but I'm very happy. And somebody, I don't know, knitted this, and yeah, it's beautiful. It's a grayish beige yarn and maybe navy blue yarn. I don't know how much of the sweater you actually can see. The neckline here is standing up. It's folded down. I can feel it's a double knit. The same with this. It's not a ribbing, but this is also double knitting, folded down and sewn in, and the same in the button. Yeah, so I don't know how much you can see, but it is here. Very beautiful. Yeah. Then I also are knitting on this one pair of socks every month, and I actually have the one pair of the two ready. Here it is. This is made out of a share a pair set, sock set. I had 40 grams of each color, and I'm striping it, and then I'm using an Avetta for heels, cuff, heel and toe. It's for my husband, so this is a European size 44, 45. You see the nice side here with no joints, but I'm not making a big fuss about the joints here. I don't care that you can see it. Actually, what I'm gonna do with the next one is be a little more careful, because I have, yeah, you can see it's making some little kind of a banana shape here. I think when I wash and blog it, it will stretch out, but this is where I switch colors, and yeah, it's pulling on itself. So next time I will have to be more careful on this side where I switched the colors. I just love this neon with the gray. The gray is a little bit variegated and the neon is solid. And then just the gray for the toe, heel and cuff also. I think it's beautiful. Today I just started the second one because it's still March. We are halfway through, so yeah, I will of course have to finish it, so I can take a decision about what my April sock is gonna be made out of. The socks I'm knitting every month is a Danish knit along called 12 par på et år, and it's more or less just about knitting from your yarn stash. So no new yarns can go into the 12 pairs of socks. So this yarn I have had in my stash for a year, maybe, something like that. And yeah, I can show you the yarn. I have it right here. And I waited when I finished the first sock, and I have more than 20 grams here. I have a little bit more than 20 grams in this one, and more than a little bit of 20 grams in this one, but I have enough for the second sock. I hope so. And I'm knitting it with this and this Avetta, and I think it's Avetta because of the shape of the yarn, but yeah, this is the set, heels, toes and cuffs in Avetta, and the rest of the sock in the share a pair sock set. Actually, you can call actually you can call the yarn pre-owned also. Here in Denmark we have a yarn lady called Kirsten Brun, and she has a little business not only selling yarn, but it started out as stash yarn. So she bought a lot of yarn people wouldn't like to have anymore. Maybe she got something handed over for free, but she was dealing with people's yarn stash that they don't need anymore. And she was making kits and magic nut balls and stuff like. She's doing that still, but that was how her business started, and I bought this yarn from her. So she made this set, two 40 gram balls of yarn twice, and I shared it with a girl called Helle. She hasn't started her pair yet. So it is sock yarn, and that is what I know. I don't know what sock yarn and where it's from, because it's something that Kirsten just bought from a lady or a man, who knows, and then she made the set and sold it to me. Actually, the needles I'm knitting on is also quite new, brand new. I bought them yesterday at a yarn festival. I have never knitted on CamijoKnit fixed circulars before, so I would like to try that. and I found a pair on the yarn festival yesterday, but it is the Chaugu 2.5mm needle with this red cable, and let me see because I have it here. SS red lace circular Chaugu stainless, premium stainless steel. Yeah, it says lace right here. And the first sock I knitted on my Addicts lace. So yeah, I think they are about the same pointiness, but yeah, I don't know if you can see it. This one has the silver color is off and it's a copper color inside on the other side, and it's not completely straight anymore. Yeah, this set of circular needles from Addicts has been used knitting a lot of socks, and it's not finished, or yeah, what can you say, it's not broken yet, but it was nice that I could try out the Chaugu needles just for fun. Everybody is talking about it. The cable is really nice. It's so soft and flexible and not as stiff as the Addicts cable. So yeah, until now it's a joy to knit on, and I think there is not gonna be any difference in size for the two socks because it's a 2.5. It's also metal. Yeah, magic loop. Nothing's changed, just the name of the needle. So let's hope nothing is changing in my gauge, or otherwise it will have to be so. Yeah. So I showed you the classic ribbed hat and my new cast on for socks. Then I can show you another project. I'm not finished yet. This is a body that I haven't sewn together. I will not do that until every part of the animal is knitted. But yeah, a body. And here I'm on the head. I'm knitting on the head. And what is it that I'm knitting, you might ask? Well, let me show you that. I am knitting this little mouse called Dorrit. It's from, now don't mind that this is Danish, you can also get the book in English. It's called Knitted Animal Friends by Louise Crowther. And yeah, it's a book with knitted animal friends. There's a mouse. I have considered to also do this horse. Very cute one. What makes these animals cute is that they're wearing clothes. Yeah, and I have also considered maybe I should do the dog also, because we have one. But yeah, actually they are here on the front. The dog, the mouse, and then I have considered the fox. I think she's cute too. 13 animals, knitted animals with clothes and accessories. I have borrowed this book from the library, but actually a kind viewer on my Danish channel have gifted me the book, so that's so kind of her. It is knitted in, you can knit it in any yarn, but the original yarn is for the body Scheepjes Stonewashed. It's a blend of a cotton and acrylic. Yeah, it's a mouse gray. It's a color 814 crystal quartz. Scheepjes Stonewashed. Stonewashed. Yeah. And then I've also bought the described yarn, or the original yarn for the clothing. So the tunica is in the white, and the cardigan is in this peach color, and the shorts is in this brown color. And it is also Scheepjes, but it's 100% cotton, and it's Catona. This color is called 130. I don't know the name of it. And this brown here is color 257. And the peachy color is color 523. Yeah. So a little knitted mouse is on the way. It's not a mouse somebody asked me to knit for their daughter or for their child or for themselves, but it's a mouse I just wanted to knit. I saw an English podcast, I can't remember her, I'll write the name on the screen. I saw her podcast and she was knitting from this book, and I thought, well, I would like to do that too, so I borrowed the book. I have 2 girls in my life that I can gift this to if I'm not keeping the mouse myself. It's my niece or a friend's daughter. So yeah, you will know when when the girl received the mouse, if I'm gonna gift it, and then maybe I can put in a picture of her playing with it. Yeah. But yeah, I like to have a small project on the needles. So now I have a cardigan, and I have a sock and a hat. That's also small projects, but the hat was a little, oops. Yeah, of course I will knit a hat for you. So now I'll cast it on. So that's kind of an extra project. But yeah, the mouth is a nice little project, and there will be a little sewing and yeah, putting eyes on and stuffing the animals and stuff like that, but I don't mind. I'll just have to take a deep breath and just get it over with, because it's ending up being a very cute little mouse. So yeah, happy about the mouse, happy about the socks, happy about the cardigan, very happy about the classic ribbed hat. Maybe I should take it to work, make it my office project. I don't have to think, I just have to knit. Yeah, but I also mentioned last time that I might bring in it, not every time, maybe, but not certainly every time. But I talked about me having a lot of old whips put away in the cabinet or put away in the corner in the house. So maybe I should in every episode tell you a little bit about which old project did I give some love since the last time. And I did. Maybe I have shown it to you. Actually, I can't remember. But my Christmas Day cast on was a scarf knitted in mosaik knitting. And I knitted, maybe this much and then stopped. Other things came up, but now I have given it a lot of attention and love. And look at it now. Oops, I'm not gonna lose stitches here. I have a lot of stitches on this needle and it's all crunched up here, but I will spread it out for you so you can see. This scarf is almost at the 18 centimeters that it needs to be before I can close it. Bind off. It's mosaik knitting. I'm using 3 different colors, lifting every other stitch with the yarn either in front or in back. If you're on the knit side in front, or on the purl side in back. So not that far to go, but still it's a little slow progress because you're only knitting every other stitch. But here's the yarn. I'm using the 2 balls you can see here and here. Easy Care from Mayflower, and then the one in the middle, the hand-dyed one, is a Filcolana and Nina. It's bought as a kit, So the pattern is also just a print you get in the kit, and it's not having a certain name, and I'm sure it's not translated into English. It's a little Danish knitting store that sold this kit to me. So yeah, I just have the pattern printed out, not as a PDF, and but it's not hard to do mosaik knitting. You knit one stitch, then you move the other one with either the yarn in front or back, and you do that all the way to the end. Switch colors and do it again the other way, switch color and do it again, and that you keep on doing until you have the 18 centimeters. So, and I think I have almost 500 stitches, so it's a long scarf going a lot of way, all the way around several times. Yeah, but the spring is coming. I'm not sure I'm gonna use it this year, maybe in the end of the year when winter is coming again. But yeah, it's also easy knit. I don't have to think so much. I like projects where I don't have to think that much. And then I have my cardigan and the animal where I need to stick my nose in the pattern and pay attention. Yeah, that was it for knitted projects and finished projects, but I have done some acquisitions since the last time. All of this Stonewashed and Catona was new purchases since last time, and actually what happened is I needed the Opal sock yarn, and I found a store in Denmark. It's called Rito. I think it might also be abroad, or yeah, in Europe maybe, but Rito had the Opal sock yarn on sale, and then I found the Catona and the Stonewashed also on sale, so that's great. And in the same purchase, I bought this new drops yarn just to try it out and to feel it. It's called Drops Daisy. This color is 24. It's a beautiful blue color. It's 100% extra fine merino wool, 50 gram ball, is running 120 yards or 110 meters. Yeah. They suggest a 4mm needle, that is a US 6, and the gauge on 10 times 10 centimeter is 21 stitches and 28 rows. I just needed to feel it, so I bought it. I don't know what this one ball of yarn is ever gonna become, but maybe I will buy more and it will become a sweater or a hat or mittens. I don't know. I just needed it in my life. The same place where I bought my beautiful knitted sweater, I also bought this beautiful basket. I haven't done the math, but it's Danish, 30 Danish kroners. Well, is it 5, 6, 7 US dollars or something like that? But in my last or previous Danish episode, I was suggested this Danish sock yarn called stretchy sock yarn from a Danish company called Hjertegarn, and it is 69% superwash wool and 23% nylon, and then there is a 8% polyester stretch content in it also. The reason I was suggested this is because I was talking about holes in socks and wearing the wear tear of socks. So this was promised to be a very strong sock yarn, so I needed this in my life too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to knitting with it, but it's considered new yarn, so yeah, I can't knit the socks this year in it, at least not right now. And because one ball of yarn, there will be a freight cost, and 1 or 2 balls of yarn has the same freight cost. So I took the what is it called? Yeah, I purchased another ball of yarn for socks. I actually have this in another color, not meant to be socks, but to be a scarf for myself, together with a mohair. But this laying yarn, wool Addicts, footprints, is gonna be socks for my husband. I think it's so pretty. It looks like this handspun beautiful yarns you can get also for a lot of money. So yeah, I purchased a little and put it in my beautiful basket. But then yesterday I attended a yarn festival here in Denmark called Fiberfolk. There was a lot of beautiful yarns, and I did not take one single photo or video of any of the booth. I can link to a Danish video, a vlog. She's not talking that much. It's a lot of quiet and comforting music on, but she's showing around at the festival, and it's if you want to see how a Danish yarn festival, a small one, is for small makers, not a big one with big companies earning a lot of money. It's for small makers, and yeah, it's just a cozy little yarn festival. You will take a few hours circling the booth, having some lunch, and yeah, then going back home again. But at this festival I simply couldn't resist buying myself a new coffee mug. It's saying, "Shh, jeg strikker," and that means, "Shh, I'm knitting," in blue glitter. Oh, I love it. I will have my coffee in that one later. And then I also bought some stitch markers. What can I do to show them to you? I can do this maybe. I bought 5 stitch markers, and I have to turn them the right way. It's a little hard, but yeah, hopefully you can see what they look like. I think I bought a little llama and a little alpaca, a little coffee mug, beautiful flower, and a little rabbit. Yeah, 5 of these for 100 Danish kroners. Not that I need stitch markers, but I think they were cute. That's a little souvenir from the festival. I also bought the Chaugu needle you saw earlier, and then at the same place where I bought the stitch markers, actually what I was eyeing at the first was this little set with a tapestry needle, a little scissor, and a measuring tape in a cute little container with a sheep on it. Oh my god, isn't it adorable? I think it is. I just love this one. And then I also came home with a free hand cream, and where's her card? Here it is. CamijoKnit, Danish knitwear design and hand-dyed yarn. Here is where you can find her online. She is shipping to US, I know. I'm not sure she's shipping to everywhere in the world, but I think so. And I purchased these 2 sock yarns. It's her BFL base, and this is a merino sock. This I'm calling zebra yarn. Yeah, it's 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon. But then it has these, yeah, this dark thread going along with the white thread, and she is coloring on the white thread, yarn thread. and it's making this zebra effect. It can be socks, but I actually bought it as a yarn for a new scarf. I think it could be a beautiful new scarf here for the spring. I don't know, but maybe. It's bought as a scarf project, and this blue, very, very deep blue, is a BFL yarn, and it is bought to be a sock. And because it's a new yarn, I can't knit it right away because it's not stash yarn then, but yeah. How long does a hand-dyed skein or a conventional ball of yarn needs to lie in your stash to be considered stash yarn? That's a good question, right? Is it a month or 6 months or a year? When are you considering it to be a part of your stash and not a brand new yarn I just bought, so I can't knit it because I'm not following the rules in the knit along then? Big questions here in life, huh? Yeah, that's actually all that I have to share with you today. The sun is shining. I think I'm gonna go in the garden right now, play with my little dog and get some sun in the face. Look at the beautiful flowers popping up everywhere. Maybe knit a little, have some coffee in my mug, edit this video, and then just wishing you a very nice day and a very nice week. And I'll talk to you in my next episode. Please also like and subscribe if you want to. It's free, and I'm so very appreciating it. And if you want to leave a comment, I will also give it a little heart and yeah, appreciate it. It makes me happy when people are watching and people are commenting and liking. So please feel free to do so. Like, comment and subscribe. It would make me very happy. That is it. I don't have anything else to share with you. See you next time. Bye.
Hippie movement.